Hi guys. Hi. This is Skunk Tarot, and I'm here to do a general reading. This is my first time on the YouTube channel, and I appreciate all my watchers. You can subscribe, and I just want to say Happy New Year. It is January the 1st, 2021. And it's time for some new stuff, I think. I think so. Anyways, I'm using a lot of cards. I'm using Dreams of Guy, which I think says Guy, but it's spelled G-A-I-A. Tarot. Secret Language of Birds. Oracle of Vision. Messenger Oracle. And Life Purpose cards. So, I don't know if I need to say that, but I'm just going to say it anyways. So, you know. I don't know which cards I'll be using. I'll use the cards that call out to me. And that's how it'll go. Anyways, Happy New Year. Oh shit, I'm so nervous. Which I don't really know why I'm nervous, but I'm just nervous, period. So whichever cards like call out to me, that's where I'll start from. And I'm just going to do a general reading. I hope it resonates with you. If it doesn't, then, you know, if it doesn't resonate with you, then maybe someone else can relate to it. And, you know, maybe I could help with giving a little bit of advice. And this is not like in a professional world. This is not that type of reading to where, you know, I'm giving you like the type of advice where you can, you know, take it and just run with it. You know, if it doesn't resonate with you, that's okay, right? Anyway, so that's what I'm doing. I'm doing a general reading, and like I said, it's a Skunk Tarot. Skunk General Tarot. You can call me Skunk. And I hope everybody's having a happy new year. I know sometimes things can be tough. And sometimes things can be great. Because just because somebody's like hanging out by themselves, it doesn't mean that like things aren't going great. Some people think because you're hanging out by yourself, that means that things are, you know, could possibly not be going great. Some people just like to be hermit, like, if you will. Just don't stay there, though, you know. So these are from my Oracle of Vision cards. And here, Happy New Year. This, in this reading, someone seems very serious about something that they're manifesting, or, well, just manifesting, trying to accomplish. Someone seems very serious. It seems like there's multiple parts involved in it. I feel that there's multiple parts involved in it. Whoever this reading is for, this is a reading for someone who is outgoing, who is dramatic, someone who is who has a style of their own and doesn't really, you know, fit in with everyone else. That's what I see here. Okay. So it appears to me that there's a lot of different things going on, and it appears to me that you are taking it very seriously at this point. It seems like you have become more comfortable in your desires. I feel that you have more willpower. Whoever I'm reading for, you have more willpower than normal. Something has come over you. You are just sick of everyone else's desires and designs, if you will, for lack of better words. And you are doing your own thing, and you're doing something creative and just exciting, and you're doing it from your heart. And it feels like it doesn't really matter. Not to say you don't care what other people think, but it doesn't really matter. That's not why you're doing whatever you're doing. Whatever you are manifesting is not because of what other people think. It's because it's something that you've always wanted to do and something that's held you back. Maybe it was black and white before, but now you see the color in it. This is the next card that popped out. You're breaking free. You're breaking free from your childhood traumas. You used to be maybe worried about what other people thought about you. But you're really comfortable in your decision. And like a carousel, which goes round and round, and it's really pretty to look at, but it only goes round and round. It's like you're breaking free. You're breaking your silence. Maybe something has went on in your life and you've held it in for so long and you're just tired of the black and white of it all. And you're going to add some color to it. And it's like, it's all about you. It's all about strength and courage and just the power within you. And I feel as if you understand that, you know, on a spiritual level, that your higher power is with you. And I see you looking up and I just see like I see all these colors. I see all these colors. So I feel that you went from the black and white to the colorful realm of things. And you know what? If it worked, it worked. But I feel like you know how some people think like if it worked, it worked. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I feel like you know it's gonna work. So a lot of people have I feel the most famous people, the most productive people are original people. And I feel like this is you. I feel that this is who this reading is for. This is a reading for someone who is original. Someone who has been taunted or, you know, their ideas have been maybe even laughed at or someone has giggled or discouraged them. I feel that 2021 is a time where you will, you know, you will break free from all of that. Look at here. See? I mean, you are not playing, okay? I feel that whoever I'm reading for, I feel that you are not playing. You are on top of the world. And even though you haven't started anything, you know, and just your originality itself, I think you've realized and see what all the people are looking at. I think that, like, when you think about someone who is famous, like, they're famous and they get backlash and they also get like encouragement and inspiration from other people. Like someone might say, you inspired me to do better, or you inspired me to stop doing this or stop doing that. And, you know, that's just the way it is. And I feel that maybe in the past you were worried what people might think of you. And I feel that now you understand that, it is what it is, and you are focused and you are down, honey, and you are walking that runway. And this could be masculine or feminine energy, but this has a lot of strength into it. I mean, you are on top of the world. You are in the universe. You are understanding who you are. You are keeping your head up high. You are confident with however you look and whatever you have, you are wearing it, honey. So that goes right along with it, if you ask me. Now, in this card here, I feel that I feel like this is like how you used to feel. I feel like this is how you used to feel. You were in such a debacle and you've been sitting and sitting and sitting, almost as if you were like a plant that was growing, like a seed. You know, it takes time to grow and it needs all these different types of things in order to grow. And I feel like you saw this side where, you know, I feel like you may have bitten from the apple, if you will, for lack of better words. And it opened your eyes to a lot of things. I feel you were maybe a little naive at first, and you allow people to control you, and it kind of had you in a slumber. And I feel like this would be the thing that held you back, would be for you to continue to sit there. I don't think you're sitting there anymore. I just feel that you have risen from all of that. Like, I feel like you've risen from all of that. I feel like you realize that if you just sit there, then even if your plan or your goal or whatever you're manifesting, even if it doesn't work out, I feel like as if you just sit there, then nothing is going to happen. You can't grow just sitting there. And I feel you realize that. And that's where your power came from. And I feel like that's why this card came forth instead of first, because you understand, honey, that if you don't get up and just go for it, look at this energy here, striking a pose and pointing and saying, I want you. Whatever the goal is, I want you. And I'm on top of the world. And I feel that you know that you were here and you're no longer there anymore. I feel that 2021, I feel like whatever it is that you've been manifesting, I just feel really strongly about this energy. I feel that you've been dreaming about it. You've even written it down and maybe and haven't looked at it. You haven't looked at your goals. You haven't went towards them. You've just been sort of dreaming about them. I feel that you have a lot of affirmations around you that you know that you've collectively and maybe other people have bought for you. I feel like spiritually, those things are around you for a reason. And I feel that those things are what kept your dreams alive. But I feel that you haven't necessarily opened, you know, the book that you've written in to say, this is what I want to do. I feel that you've just been dreaming about it. And I feel that you've popped that bubble. And I don't know, I just feel that you're here. I feel you're here and you're on top of the world and you're feeling yourself. And I feel that you are actually going towards, I feel like you are actually, because this is the first card, I feel like you are actually going towards everything that you hope for. All of these cards, none of these cards are in reverse. So being in reverse doesn't mean, it's not a negative thing. And sometimes when people see cards like this, you know, you might, like if you have a deck of cards or you see a deck of cards, you see someone doing a reading, you may feel that, you know, this is like a negative thing because it kind of might look negative, but growth is never negative. Thinking, mastering is never negative, you know. So you see here, this energy has control. You know how people say like the monkey's on their back? This energy here has control of the monkey. The monkey is not on their back. And I feel like you know what you have to do because you have contemplated on it and you've thought about it and you contemplated on it over and over and over again. And you are like, you know what? You're like, you know what? I'm not doing this anymore. I am going towards my goals. Take it or leave it. Whoever has an issue with it, I'm coming out. I want the world to know. That's what this is like saying to me. Like, I'm coming out. I want the world to know. Okay? So that's where you at. And, okay, the next card. See? I told you. What did I say? Look at that there. This is all, as far as I'm concerned, this is all about spirituality. This is all about faith. This is all about believing. This is all about moving forward. That's what this light gives me, this vibe the light gives me right now today. This is all about moving forward. If you see, what I see is, I feel that whoever I'm reading for, that you are no longer stressing, pulling, pushing, you know, bending over backwards. I feel you are going with the flow of things. And the reason why I brought up spirituality is because you see these birds up here. I love birds. If you know anything about birds, you can kind of educate yourself on different types of birds. I feel that these birds here are a sign of spirituality, and just certain things just make you feel good. And it's like sometimes you may, in the past, you may have felt down and out and concerned or worried. I feel like maybe if a squirrel gets too close to you, you just feel like it's divine. And it is. Like, you know, you have to believe in what your mind is telling you. You have to believe in that. And I feel like you are just like, you know what, 2021, this isn't about being better than the bully. This isn't about, you know, looking better than the person who beat you in a, like when you were doing like a, maybe you were racing in your car. This isn't about anything like this. This is about, this reading I feel is about spirituality. This reading is about going with it, just taking things into your own hands and just going with it. I'm going to put this card right back up. With confidence. I just see pure confidence here. Hey, sister, go, sister, soul, sister. So, yeah. I see that. I see, which I really never noticed it before, but I see you dealing with different types of people. Maybe in the past you were dealing with a certain type of people. I see you dealing with different types of people, you know, and I see them looking up to you in confidence. People don't care, you know. There's a lot of people who may lack things that I have that I really look up to, and you know, and maybe I don't know, but there's people who lack things that I have that I really look up to, and so I feel like the world is just going to be so huge for you. I feel that I feel like you feel, it's like I'm excited. And it's not even like me, but I feel like you feel like so great about 2021. And, you know, and there's a lot going on and we could complain about this and we could say that, and we could talk about the weather and we could talk about all those things. But I feel as if you are just so excited about what what's happening in your life. I feel you understand and karma, you know, and I feel that this is good karma. This is good karma. And I mean, really no karma is bad karma, you know. I heard like a poem, and don't quote me, but it went, it takes, I'm going to make this up. It takes 10,000, a tree can make 10,000 matches, but it only takes one to burn it down. And, you know, I feel you know, you know that you've been doing the best that you could be. You're being the best that you could be and that you could have been, and you've made it and you work through. I feel like 2021 is so different for you than it is for maybe your neighbor. I feel like 2021 is like a spiritual thing for you. I feel so much spirituality in these cards. I feel so much spirituality in these cards. I feel like, you know, you feel like you made it, or you're making it. And I feel it might have been tough for you. And I feel like maybe you were, like I said, you were seeing things in black and white. And like I said, I feel like you've been through some things and you're not looking at those things like, oh, I've been through some things. I feel like you're looking at things like, yeah, I've been through some things and it just made me wiser. Okay. I mean, I could go on with these cards. Like I could go on and on with these cards. These 6 cards that I have here. I could just go on and on with them. Like, I feel that, you know, in the past that, you know, you weren't like, people probably thought like you were sad or depressed or something, but I feel like you were just, you know, incubated, if you will, just growing, and people thought like, oh, are you okay? Oh, are you all right? And it was probably getting on your nerves or something. But I feel like you were just content where you were. And I feel like during that time, spiritually, that you are like, you were just basically being reborn, you know, like the butterfly, if you will. Yeah, like the butterfly. I feel like you were just growing, and people probably thought that you were just like, you know, not really moving, or, you know, wondering if you were okay. And I feel like you feel like maybe people think, I feel like you feel like people think that, you know, like people don't believe in you, you know. I feel like you think that people don't believe in you, and I feel that they don't. I feel like they don't. The people around you just don't. Like, I feel like it's not about you though. It's probably about just who they are. You know, you can't squeeze blood out of a turnip type of thing. Like if you come to somebody and you say, hey, I have this idea, I'm going to invent these things, they're cards, and, you know, millions of people are going to buy them, and they're just like so negative, and you feel like it's because of maybe, you might feel like, you know, it's because of maybe you, or it has something to do with you, but it doesn't have anything to do with you at all. It's just because of their own ways and their own beliefs, you know. And I feel like you're realizing that. I feel like you're realizing that everything that happens, the thing that kept you in this bubble, everything that happens is not because it's you. It's not raining outside because it's you. And I feel like you might have felt that way before, especially in 2020. And I feel like, you might have thought like, oh, of course it's raining. You know how some people are like, of course it's raining. It's raining because I have on this, white shirt. And it's like, I feel like you realize that was just something that you were bred into, and you realize that that's just not it. I feel like you're really going to be successful in 2021 in whatever your endeavors are. If you are a negative person, per se, and you think negative, and I know this sounds so cliche, but if you're a negative person and you think that everything that's going to happen is going to be negative, then that's probably what it's going to be, because that's what you're manifesting. These cards for me are all about what you're manifesting. The first card, as soon as I saw it, I felt the energy of manifestation, of making something happen, believing that something will happen, working towards it. This person isn't just sitting in a chair staring at a blank wall and saying, oh, I'm manifesting that this happens. This person is working towards it. Manifestation has a lot to do with working towards something. So if you have a goal, I feel that manifestation is about also working towards something. It's not just about staring at a wall or closing your eyes and just, like if you want to hit the lottery or something like that, manifestation is not about just like, oh, I'm going to hit the lottery, but you have to play the lottery, actually. You know what I mean? So that's just what I'm trying to say. I'm not telling anybody to go play the lottery, but I'm saying in order for you to win, you have to play the game. So if you were to be a seamstress, if you wanted to knit and you felt like, your knitting patterns would make millions, that thing that was slowing you down, that thing that was stopping you, that thing that, that thing that was stopping you, that just constantly just dreaming about it and imagining it, I feel like you're going to put the work into it. Like you're going to actually put the step towards it. You're not just going to write. You're not just going to write it down in a book anymore. You're actually going to go towards it. You're not just going to sit around and listen to the wind chime, and just daydream about it. I feel you actually believe in yourself. As this last card that I have here, I feel like you actually believe in yourself. I don't really feel like I should pull any cards because I don't feel like I need to explain anything. Like, I don't feel like, tell me what, this card means. I don't feel like I need to pull any more cards because I feel that this card means that you are not playing around anymore with your goals, with your dreams, with your manifestations. I feel you are going towards them and you are not playing around, sis. Or bro, because people like for you to call them all out. I feel like you are not playing around. You are coming out. You are breaking free. You are letting go of those fears, the lies that you told yourself. I feel like this reading is more so about you coming to an agreement with yourself that the only thing that was stopping you was you. I feel like all the things that happened to you in the past, everything, it was just an excuse. And it was like you were just lying to yourself, basically. I feel like, you're breaking free from those doubts. And I hate to use the word lie to yourself, but I just don't know how much more clear I could be. I feel that you're breaking free from your own doubts and you understand that everything that was stopping you had nothing to do with anyone else. I don't care what situation you're in, what carousel ride you're on, which carousel horse you are. I feel that you have the opportunity to break free. And I mean, it's 2021. We saw 2020. We saw 1999. We saw, well, not all of us. I saw 1999. We saw everything. And it's like, the only thing that was stopping you is yourself. And I'm just babbling. I'm just so excited about these cards. I feel like they're inspiring me too. Like they're inspiring me as well. I feel like this is you. I feel like someone may be trying to hurt you or discourage you, and when I see this card, but I feel like you understand that no one has control over you except you. So I feel like you're still I feel like you're taking responsibility for what you haven't done. Because maybe you started on something and you put it in your closet and you kind of think about it here and there, but you haven't believed in yourself. And I feel like deep down inside you want to blame somebody, but I feel like deep down inside you just totally know that the only thing that's between you and this, I'm going to call it an obligation because that's how deep I feel you feel about it, is you. Right? You've done the work. I feel you've done the work. You went through whatever. And I feel like you understand that past relationship, friendship, family ship, if that's even a word, I feel that that's no longer a problem for you. You can pick your friends, but you can't pick your family. But it doesn't mean your family is your friends. You could maybe date someone and it doesn't work out. Even if it doesn't work out, that shouldn't stop you from going towards your goals. And I feel you understand that. I keep saying think because I see this here. I feel that you understand that because you've thought about it and you've went around it and you can't come with anything else except for the fact that the only thing that's stopping you is you. You are in control of the monkey that's on your back, for lack of better words. I can't even pull any other cards. I'm telling you, I just don't see myself pulling any other cards. Like, I'm not pulling any cards. If I pull another card out of this deck, out of any one of these decks, I feel that it would be on a whole nother topic. I really do. As far as this topic goes, the topic is you. 2021, you. All right, so let me pull a messenger oracle. I'm going to pull a card from here just as a little message for you, just for some inspiration. You already got it, but we all need inspiration. And I talked about earlier about affirmations. Affirmation, you can look it up and go into detail with it. But an affirmation, it could be anything. An affirmation is just not just words. An affirmation could be a flower. Affirmation could be a tree. You could look outside your house and there's a tree across the street from you, and it's on the curb and it's growing in between that threshold. I don't think that's what you call it. And you're like, how's that tree that big growing through that? Because there's concrete on one side and another side. Right? You could look at that as inspiration. You could look at a flag hanging on the pole. And some people don't take their flags down for certain reasons. So sometimes a flag may be up even in the wintertime and throughout the summer. And it's still just hanging on. Affirmation does not have to necessarily be just words. You could put a photo of, your children at your front door. You could put a photo of maybe your aunt told you to quit hanging out with those negative people. Maybe you could put a photo of her on your phone, so whenever you answer the phone, you could automatically remember what your aunt said, and then you could either answer it or you can handle the people accordingly. Okay? So, here's a messenger oracle. Oh my goodness, look at that. See that there? Know your fears. Know your fears. Understand your fears. Whatever your fears are, I feel like you recognize it right now, but know them when it happens. Know them when it happens. Like if you have a job interview next week, which is Monday, if you have a job interview, recognize that you're a little bit intimidated to talk to people or something like that, and it will be very inspiring for you because then you may go into that interview with a little bit more confidence. So recognize your fears. Don't look at your fears as failures before you even try. If you do have a job interview and let's say it doesn't work out, then use it as a tool to like a learning experience. But use it as a tool or a learning experience, okay? So know your fears is your first card. Embrace your spirit. Look at this. I mean, it's just the same thing over and over. This card, embrace your spirit. See that bird there? Looks like an eagle. Don't quote me, but I believe it's an eagle. And we all know how eagles are. They're very confident. They have a vision. They have a focus, you know. So embrace your spirit. It's another one. I mean, this all goes together. This is like this reading is for whoever it resonates with. Oh my God, this is so sweet. Know you belong. Like, you know, like we talked about, I'm just using this as an example, but I don't know why I keep talking about a job, but if, you know, if you have a job interview and maybe, you know, you've had some tough times in your life, you know, maybe you haven't had the greatest experience with people, but if that's somewhere you just dream about it, you daydream about it, you imagine, and, you know you belong. You belong. You belong. And like I said, if the job interview doesn't work out in that building, there's plenty of other buildings. And I also feel like maybe you can create your own building. Either way, I feel this right here. This is just so touching. It just touches my heart because I've been there before. I could go back again, you know. Know you belong. Know you belong. Now, we're not talking about relationships or anything like that, you know. But like, for example, like if you're in a relationship and you've been hurt before, you know, and this person is treating you really nice, they're loving, they make you feel like you can just fly, and you know you're getting up and you're doing all these things that you used to do back in the day, and all that. Like, trust that you belong, you know. So know you belong. At this point, all I can do is pull cards that are from the messenger, or this is what these cards. There's an owl there. A new day dawns, and you see the number 1 on there? I don't know, it's looking like January 1st to me. A new day dawns. It's time for you to get off of that stoop. It's time for you to spread your wings. It's time for you to stop worrying about what other people think about you. And I feel that that's what your fear is. As I look at these cards, I just feel like that's what your fear is. Your fear is not what could happen as far as it working out or not. I feel your fear is worried about what other people think about you. You see all the colors? A new day dawns. Isn't that a nice card for New Year's? That's just so beautiful. Like I said, I cannot like even read off of these other cards. I feel like these cards are like set out just the way that they need to be. I don't feel like there's any explanation necessary at this time. Just some inspiration for you but you're already there. Like, you're already knitting. You're already pulling everything together. You already know what you got to do. You've already sat on it for so long. There's nothing else for you to do except get into it. That's it. I saw videos like, get into it. That's the only thing that you have to do. See? Heed your dreams. Stop sitting around. Stop just thinking about it. Get up and do something about it. Heed your dreams. Do something about it. That is the only way that it's going to work out for you. You have to do something about it. Obviously, you hear all that noise in the background. It is New Year's, okay? And people are just bored out of their minds. But I love the sound of some loud pipes, honey. I ain't gonna lie to you. But heed your dreams. Go. Go for it. Go do it. Positive things. Go do it. If it's positive. Oh, I feel you're so afraid of... I see a snake on this card here. And I see a snake on this card here. And I just feel you're just afraid of what other people think. That's it. You're afraid that someone's going to say this or they're going to say that. And it's like, it's your life. You know? You cannot even, I mean, I feel you can't even really get anything that you want walking in other people's paths. You just can't, you know. That's how I feel. Here, seek the lesson. Maybe you need to educate yourself. Maybe you need to Google the question, you know, maybe you left your last job because you were just freaking sick of it. Maybe you could, you know, look up something else to put on a resume for the job that you actually want. You know, you can find different ways of saying it or something like that. Or maybe you need to educate yourself a little bit more. You'd be surprised that, you know, when you go to school and actually go into like a setting or a training or a group, or you'd be surprised at people you'll meet. Your whole life will just be different by you making these changes that just seem so major, and they're not. All you have to do is just move forward. You just have to get into it. So seek the lesson. Seek the lesson. You know, whatever happened that was keeping you in this bubble, you know, seek the lesson. Like, what was it that was keeping me in this bubble? You know, what was it about me? What happened to me when I was growing up? You know, what discouraged me, and what stopped me from going towards my goals? Right? Seek the lesson. This is a wolf. You know, wolves don't sit around and wait for things to just come to them. They go out and they seek it. Right? They go out and seek it. Okay. I like these cards. They're so cute. This is these are oracle cards, life purpose oracle cards, excuse me, by Doreen Virtue. Really, really nice cards. I like the gold on them. That. And it's like strange because I did somebody's reading and like a couple of their cards were upside down, and it's just been like that. Like a couple of their cards were upside down, and it's like your cards being upside down doesn't say, you know, it doesn't say like, oh, you know, you're bad, or, you know, you don't know what you're doing. It just says there's some things that you need to work on, or, you know, it might encourage you to work on some things. These cards are saying, you know what you got to do. You know what you got to do. While you're knowing what you got to do. It's saying, you know your fears, understand them, embrace them, know you belong. Like, hey, I'm here. Hello, I've arrived. Understand that every day is a new day. Go towards your dreams. Go towards your dreams. Overcome your fears and seek the lesson. Whenever a challenge comes up, don't look at it as if it's just like a straight up challenge. Like, seek out the lesson, you know, seek out something that will help you grow, you know. So, life purpose. Da-da-da-da. Freedom. You're free to do what you choose. At the end of the day, in all of this beautiful reading about, I mean, whoever I'm reading for right now, whoever this resonates with, you're a very powerful person. You have grown so much. You are so strong. You are feeling good. You are embracing everything about yourself. You are wearing it, you know. But at the end of the day, it's your choice. All right. Thank you so much, guys, for joining me. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I guess that's what you're supposed to say, because that's what everybody say. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Happy New Year to you. Bless you. This is really awesome. I was like so terrified because I've never done a reading on a video. So I was like so terrified like that I was going to have to, you know, add on to this, you know, whatever's going on. And I'm just really excited that these cards are telling me to tell you that it's your choice. Like, if nothing is stopping you except you. Like, that's what's stopping you, is you. Nothing's stopping you. Nobody's stopping you. He said, she said doesn't stop you. What happened in the past didn't stop you because you're here. You're watching this video. You know, there's the monkey that's on your back. If it's on your back, you put it there, get it off. You know, with that monkey, you know, with the monkey that you get off of, that you've gotten off of your back, you know, you need to embrace it. You need to understand your fears and, you know, respect everything that you've been through and just see it under a different light. Because if you don't make these changes, basically what I see is if you don't make these changes in your life, then it's basically on you. That's it. The only thing that's stopping you is you. There, if you can see on the internet, there's so many people doing different things. They have different abilities, disabilities, all type of things. And when people have goals, they accomplish them. And it's like the only thing that's stopping you is you. You have to stop. You have to take responsibility. You have to stop with the past stuff. You have to let that past stuff go, but still keep that in mind, you know, as a lesson. You know, keep it in mind as a lesson of things that you've been through, but you can't just be like, oh, I can't do that because my finger hurts. You have to continue on. And at the end of the day, if you fail or if you succeed or whatever you want to call it, some people think that failure is like, oh, I'm about to build this card house, and if it falls, that means I failed. No, failure is when you just don't do anything at all. Failure is not about things falling apart or you having to learn things or, you know, seeking a lesson in them or, you know, having to start over tomorrow. Failure is not about that. Failure is not doing anything at all. And so if you don't do anything at all, you know, then that's your choice. And however you feel about it is your responsibility. It's no one else's responsibility. If you have children and maybe you're a single parent, or if you have children and you, I don't know, you just have to, I feel you have to just take responsibility and just move forward, and your ride is waiting. Your chariot awaits. The person in this card is not walking anywhere. They are being swept away with their spirituality, their beliefs, their faith. There's even a light ahead. And this light is, as far as I'm concerned, is inspiration. Looking into, I mean, when do we use a light? We use a light when there's darkness. So looking into your fears. Looking into your fears and looking them head on and going straight through it, you know, and maybe it doesn't happen tomorrow. Maybe it doesn't happen next year, but you're going towards it. And as long as you continue to go towards it, then your freedom of choice, you'll be closer to your dreams. Amen. Thank you guys. Happy New Year's.